Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Someone wrote in and wanted to know if I ever hold information back that Spirit is bringing before me or to me for somebody who comes. If the information isn't positive or if it's something negative. And again, I want to say that nothing negative ever comes in from Spirit. And I always bring everything through that Spirit tells me. Sometimes I have to make sure I present it properly. And that's why I think you've heard me say before that, some people will come to the center and I'll say, where are you in your development? Which is one of the first questions I ask when I get a new student. And they say, oh, some of them will say, I've been doing this my whole life. I've seen Spirit since I was a kid. So I'm already a medium. And I try to explain to them that that's this much of what you know. Okay, because there's an etiquette to mediumship. There's a right way and a wrong way in how you bring information in. And, your belief system is very important. There's a lot of negative stuff out there. And even if you believe you are a medium, you've been exposed to all this Hollywood and garbage that's out there. So it's really important that you clear out that left brain and you become a clear, open conduit with your right brain where the soul resides, soul to soul communication, good, pure soul to soul communication, because nothing negative exists on the other side. They never, ever bring in anything negative. So I never hold anything back. I'm just very careful with how I present the information. I'll just give you an example. If Spirit were to show me a stethoscope, and now the left brain in a lot of people out there that do this work would maybe say, oh, your grandson that you want to connect with was a doctor. And the person would say, no, no, not at all. And that's a good piece of information because remember, we don't have the ability to communicate with Spirit like you see on television. It's not like that. We're not able to communicate back and forth like I'm communicating with you right now. If someone was sitting in front of me, we were having a two-way conversation. It doesn't work like that when you're working with the world of Spirit. There is a veil between worlds. So we have to true mediums form their own language with Spirit. They work with us symbolically. They'll call out names, they'll call out dates, they'll share memories. It's snippets, it's pieces of information. It's not like you see in the movies. And you've heard me say before, and I say it all the time. If the day comes that a spirit energy steps in front of you and you're able to have a two-way conversation, check your pulse because chances are you're over there. Okay? Because there is a veil between worlds. So it's not like it's shown on TV. You can't believe that. Okay? But all the information that they bring in, I certainly will bring through. I just make sure that I bring it through in a credible way. So to get back to the stethoscope, if Spirit shows me a stethoscope, I'm not going to slip into that left brain and assume it's a doctor. I'm going to present it. If I don't know symbolically what that would mean to Spirit and I, if we hadn't formed that symbol together, I would say to the person, let me tell you what Spirit is showing me. They're showing me a stethoscope. Do you understand that? And the person might say, yes. He worked in a hospital. He was in maintenance, okay? But right away, the left brain will assume stethoscope, doctor, or nurse. So we have to be careful how we bring the information in. So to answer your question, I never hold anything back. I just make sure that I do it in a way that's going to be beneficial for the client receiving the information. So I hope that answers your question. And as always, I leave you in God's love and light.